Hey, just an opinion here with a quick product review. This one should be relatively short. What you see here in front of you is my brand new pocket knife. This is made by a company called Virginia Blade out of Virginia. The other name that's here on the box is Duke Dudley. Duke is the gentleman who actually designs and builds all of these knives. So first I'm going to talk real quick about the knife, and then I'm going to talk for a minute about why I got it, and give you a little bit of information about that. So I've only had this knife a short time, but I really like it. I mean, this is already I already feel like my pockets are empty if I leave without it. So this is small, relatively small pocket knife. Let me see if I can give you a nice view of it here. There we go. Nice look. A nice look. Okay. So this thing is 7 inches open, end to end, and folded it is about 3 7/8. So just a hair under 4 inches when it's folded. And the blade itself is 2 3/4, and the overall weight is 1.5 ounces. And let me go to one finger here. Look at that balance. Beautiful balance. Very comfortable. It's very lightweight, very thin, as you can see here. Very well balanced. The grip, or the scales, as they're often called, or the handle, however you want to refer to it, this is made out of G10 material. G10 is a fiberglass laminate, which is made through a manufacturing process using fiberglass, obviously, and then it's checkered. This has a really nice, it's a very small checkering, so very tiny checker pattern, but it's got a great grip to it. And on the back we've got a really nice, pretty aggressive serration, you can see right there, and that goes through the steel and the grip. Got a really nice blade, got nice serrations right here on the back of the blade, got a very nice finger grip area there. It's very well made, very well designed and thought out. It's just got a great feel to it, a great weight. You can see that it comes with a clip. Let me go ahead and close it up. Comes with a pocket clip or a belt clip. This is reversible, so if it's shipped with right hand configuration, so it's going to go in the pocket. This way you would take it out of your pocket if you're right-handed and open the blade. But you can, if you want to, you can switch it around for a left-hand configuration. So that is, you can just remove that and install it on the other side. It also has a little lanyard hole, so if you wanted to put a lanyard or something around it, maybe a little safety strap for the belt or the belt loop or something, you can do that as well. That's basically the knife. I'm not a knife expert, but I can tell you, I know what quality looks like, and I know what quality feels like, and this is quality. Very nice pocket knife. Okay. Price for this knife was right around $65 on the Virginia Blade website, and then a few bucks for shipping and handling, and from time of order to time of receipt was I don't know, say about a week, give or take. So pretty good service, and seemed like really great folks to deal with down there. Now here's what brought me to Virginia Blade and got me to purchase this knife. I'm going to lay this here where you can see it a little better. See if I can while I'm yakking, give you a nice view of the knife here. Okay. So what took me to Virginia Blade was I was reading a blog, and there was some information about the Eastern Outdoor Sports Show, and I may not have that name exactly right, but you may have heard some information about recently the Eastern Outdoor Sporting Show or Sports Show that was going to take place in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And this is apparently a annual, very big deal sporting show. You know, all your outdoors stuff is going to be out there. You're going to have all the big names like, you know, Cabela's and you know, all of the outfitters. You're going to have all of the, you know, pretty much anybody you see advertising on Outdoor Channel, you know, is probably going to have a setup out there. You're also going to have a lot of firearms manufacturers, and again, all the big names, all the outfitters, you know, all the folks that make holsters and slings and attachments and, you know, on and on, right? Basically that whole world. You're also going to have a lot of mom and pops, you know, folks that you know, make you know, duck decoys and want to sell them, and folks that make knives like the good folks at Virginia Blade and so on. To try and make a long story short, there was the people that put on this show, or the promoter that runs this show, decided, in light of late 2012 tragic events, that he would be, or that they would be politically correct and not allow any black rifles. And by black rifles, you know, of course, we're talking about AR-15, AK-47, anything that looks like that. They didn't want any kind of black rifles or any of the accessories or paraphernalia that goes along with black rifles, right? That is the modern sporting rifle that media and politicians like to call by another name that they created to make it sound more nefarious. But the modern sporting rifle, such as the AR-15, was banned from the show by the show promoter, which just happens to be a British company. So several of the vendors, several of the attendees, and so forth started to withdraw themselves and back out of the show. So, you know what, I'm not interested in being part of your ban or your boycott on certain types of sporting rifles. Virginia Blade was one of those companies, and they happened to be named in an article that I was reading. Just as a, for example, here's a small company that's backed out. You know, along with the information that, you know, a lot of these folks, these are not big companies. They make their living certainly by selling things via their website, but I mean, if you're like me, you've never heard of them, right? So, you know, they travel to these shows, and they set up, and they probably have a tent or a table or whatever the case is, a booth, depending on the circumstances, and they're gonna sell you their wares. That's how they make their living. That's how they stay in the black. So pulling out of a show like this, and this is, from again what I understand, this is a huge show. So to pull out of a show like that is a strong stand that could cost some of these little companies their livelihood. You know, quite literally. So I decided to thank them for their support for the community by going to their website and making a purchase. So that's what led me to them. That's what made me buy this knife. And you know, I was happy to do it anyway, but then after I've received the knife, I just absolutely love it. So I'm going to put the information down below this video, down in the info for their website, and I may even steal a graphic off of their website, and I hope they don't mind, and throw that up in this video as well. But check them out. They are Virginia Blade. Again, Duke Dudley is the proprietor, the designer and builder, and probably, I'm guessing, chief cook and bottle washer as well. Good people, very good product, highly recommended. I know this is going to be in my pocket every day. This is an absolutely fantastic little knife. So they have lots of other knives. They have looks like they specialize in like fillet knives and skinning knives and things of that nature. So go check them out. They have a lot of good products.